Hi everyone. In today's tutorial, we're going to learn how to set up our traditional grade calculations. That means we're going to tell the computer program how to calculate our final grades. To begin with, we will go to the Settings drawer and click on Traditional Grade Calculations. This is another place in our PowerTeacher Pro gradebook where what it says up here in the section selector does not determine all the things we see down here in the main part of the screen. So you'll see that I can see Social Studies 20-1, 30-1, my other block of 20-1, and my TA block. Let's start with the traditional grade calculations for a class that does have a final exam. It's always handy to keep our course outlines close by so that we can make sure we have the exact same wording and weighting on our course outline as we input into our traditional grade calculations screen for CEU monitoring purposes. So we're going to begin today by setting up S2. I'm going to click on that pencil, and then I'm going to come up here to my little plus sign and click it so that I have 4 rows here because I know I have 4 categories for this course. I'm going to drop down Type and choose Category Weighting. And I'm going to make sure that all of the categories that end up under Attribute are the ones that I'd like. You'll notice that there is no row for the final exam category here. Remember, that's because the reporting term we're working on right now is S2, and the final exam is meant to be in the E1 reporting term. The next thing I need to do is input the weight of each category as stated on my course outline. So I know that I've got 3 10s and a 45, so I'm going to put those in real quick. And it's the weight column that matters. Percentage just tells me what is the percentage of coursework in this entire bin. So this entire bin or reporting term adds up to 75, and 10 out of 45 is 13%. We really don't need to worry about this. Then I'm going to hit save, and then I'm going to go to E1, and I'm going to make sure that I have a category weighting. And it's really important, in E1, there's one category and we can put final exam there. For consistency's sake, I'm going to put the 25 that I had on my course outline. And again, it still says 100% because there's only one thing in this bin. So the final exam takes up 100% of this particular bin. Click Save, then go to Y1. And this, remember, is the information that is getting sent to Alberta Education. This time we're going to use term weighting, and we're going to start with the coursework, which according to my course outline is 75. Hit that little plus button, term weighting again. Now we're going to tell it, I want you to blend what we did in the course with what we did on the final exam. And it is in this reporting term that we need weight and percent to be the same. Once we finish all that, we click Save. And this is what it looks like when you have a final exam in a course and all of the categories and traditional grade calculations are set up. If I do not have a final exam, then what we'll see here is the E1 set as no overall grade calculated. We click on that little Actions button, and when you first click there, you're going to see something that looks like this. To make sure there's no overall grade calculated, you just uncheck that little button and click Save. Category weighting is going to look the same, of course, adjusted for this particular course. The Y1, we're making this term weighting S2 100 and save. To set up my Social Studies 20-1, Block 8, I could do that all over again. I could click here on my pencil and do each one at a time. Or I could save myself some time. And I can copy what I did in my Block 2 to my Block 8. Come up here to your little gearbox and copy traditional grade calculations. Now it says copy terms. You can do it within a class or to another class. In this case, we're copying to 20-1. This section is where we're copying from. So we know we're copying from our section 2, Social Studies 20-1. Then we get a new line. This is where we're copying our traditional grade calculations to. So I'm going to click the term. We're in semester 2, and I'm going to click the class that I'm sending these traditional grade calculations to. Once I've done all that, I'll click Validate. And here I'll have a little screen that shows me what's going to happen. It's kind of like a fail-safe to make sure I don't press the wrong thing. So as long as your E1 copies to E1, your S2 copies to S2, and your Y1 copies to Y1, you're good to go. Click Copy. And now we see it's all set up. Thanks for watching, everyone, and we'll see you next time.